What's going on, guys? What's up? There's a towel in the background. That's gross. Hold on. Alright, a little bit cleaner, I guess. Oldham is being covered up by a box, but that's okay. He doesn't exist anymore. So, how's everybody doing? I know a few of you guys watched the Warsaw Calling, which is why we changed the stream setup a little bit. I didn't get a chance to catch all of it, but I did see that there was a Fatigue Bravo that went like 6-1, which was pretty cool. So, that was exciting. I know that guy. His name is on Discord, Yellow Card Sad, I believe. It's been a while since me and him chatted, but very, very good player. Very good Bravo player. One of the best. Hello, Jacob. How are you? Okay, so we're going to move over to the Knights Estate deck. Okay, so this is kind of like the vibes that I'm getting from where I want to lean with the deck. Now, we haven't seen like all the cards in the set, so there very well could be some really good stuff that comes out that is playable. There is, I think, a 2-for-6 that came out that said whenever it hits, the opponent reveals their hand, they have to discard like a 0 block or something with no block, and then you get to draw a card as a replacement. That card's actually pretty good. Why talk about it when we can just look at it and kind of speculate, right? There's no reason to do that. We'll talk about this card real quick. Battlefront Bastion is pretty sweet too. I don't know how viable it is, but the Weakest Link is the thing that I was talking about. So when it hits hero, look at their hand, choose a card without base defense. So it's only like auras and that kind of stuff. There's a lot that was introduced into this game from Misspell, right? Like these cards, all of these instants. Anything that's an instant that they have a condition to play, you can kind of mess them up with this, right? So it could be good. I'm willing to try it. A 2-for-6 that blocks 3 and also can be easily pummeled. Not bad. So that's exciting, but this is the card that we are going to be looking at today and what we're kind of going to be building around, right? So I think this card is very strong. I think it's very strong. Really interested in this card. The main thing push me off of Victor is the KO matchup, and I think it helps a lot. All right. I think it's probably working now. I'm having... Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. But yeah, Weakest Link, this is a very interesting card. I'm excited to see how people kind of build around. But this is the most obvious build around period, right? So we're going to be playing with this card a little bit today. Kind of show you the list that I've just kind of formulated based on what I expect the meta to be and whatnot. But create a gold token. Then if you control 3 or more gold tokens, create that many might tokens. Okay, let's talk about this. This card counts as a gold. So the way I have leaned for this deck is it's only playing Aurum Aegis in every matchup, right? So there is an argument to like maybe playing some more Norrune and whatnot, and then being able to play like Arcane Lantern, but I think you're losing that matchup anyway. It doesn't matter. Visit Dad for trust funds. That is the joke, right? It's just like, oh, I ran out of gold, Dad. Please give me gold. Give me gold. That's kind of the vibe. And then when you're super rich, then you just crush the poor into submission. So you got the counts as gold. Okay. You're playing all of your test cards anyway, or your clash cards that you normally would. The test of strength. Generally, you're going to win this unless it's like a brute matchup or a mirror. This card doesn't really have to be explained, really. We know what this does, especially with the hero ability of drawing a card and you being able to win your clashes by cheating, effectively. Money is power. Then Trounce is your other one. You bring this in against things like Ninja in the decks that you are more or less guaranteed to win a clash against, right? So Warriors, for instance, is a good one to do that. Okay, so Test of Strength, Trounce, you hit that. Boom, you have a gold, you have an Aurum Aegis. You play this. All of a sudden you have 3, you got 3 might tokens. You know what's good with might tokens? Debilitate. You know what else is good with might tokens? Spinal. Command and Conquer. Anything, it doesn't matter what it is. So the way I've leaned is I'm playing a little bit more on main board 4 for 8 because a 3-card 11 is just actually kind of ridiculous, right? So, did I say 3-card? 2-card 11. I know it's like a setup card, but you're having your consistency here with this. You know, CNC for 9, then you pummel it, it's 13. It's pretty crazy. Cutting out as you talk. The noise gate. Oh, you're right. Sorry, I had it all the way over. Appreciate that. Hopefully this is a little bit better. But yeah, any of these cards benefit from a might token, obviously, right? So there's a couple of like considerations that I have here where I could play 3 Chokeslam in the board. I can play 3 and 3 in the main. There's a couple of ways that you can kind of build towards this and kind of make this work. But the big thing about this deck is I do not have a big hammer, okay? Because I don't know if you necessarily want to have a big hammer, or I shouldn't say want. You always want a big hammer, but I don't think you need it. I think you get a lot of value off of just having the extra block. Having this shield, if you think about it, is worth at least 5 value, right? It's 2 block. Then you get the immediate value of being able to Golden Sun. So that's the +3 in the overpower. So +3 and then the 2 block, that's 5. If you get in a theoretical headspace, it could be worth a little bit more. So I've had some like conversations with some other Guardian mains, Victor people and whatnot, saying like, hey, you know, playing the shield versus playing the hammer, like the big hammer, like Anathos or whatever. You generally have to have in the mirror 3 go-again cards, that being Zealous Belting or Rousing Ancients, because E-Strike doesn't turn on your Anathos in the first place. You have to have 3 out of those 6 to go net even for the most part with the Warm Ages. If you go above that, then Anathos is just strictly better. That's generally what I kind of see. It's not a perfect heuristic, but all this being said is I think having the shield in the mirror is not as big of a downside as people might lead on, right? So, of course, we're playing Tunic. We're playing a Tunic style build. We're playing a couple of Disables, right? Just kind of like covering all of our bases. I'm playing 30 blues in the main. The Rousey Ancients are in the side because you are going to side those out. In certain matchups, I've kind of like done a base, you know, just a very basic matchup guide here. There's only 5. And we can kind of go into those in just a second. But let's talk about the sideboard first. So no Zealous Belting because we're not playing a big hammer. Zealous Belting's still a good card, but I would play all the E-Strikes before I add another Zealous Belting if I'm not playing a bigger hammer, right? Sure, you can pummel the Zealous Belting, and there is merit to that. But you can also just pummel literally any of these other cards in your deck, and it's just as good, if not better, right? But 2 Chokeslam, because of course you need the Chokeslams against some of these matchups. Azalea into Brute, it's very good. Into the Mirror, I like this card as well. Just very decent overall. 2-card 8 is strong. Icelander did it, why can't we? E-Strike is one of the most versatile cards in the game. So go ahead and play that. Have a little bit of extra go again. You want your go again for your Guardian matchup. You want it against the kind of mid-rangey, slower matchups. And then it's also very good against Illusionist, right? Been liking the heavy Anathos play without Muscle and Warrior. I do also like that. But when you're playing this card, I'm kind of trying to lean into this card as much as possible. Because there's really not a lot of downside to playing this card. It's 3 block. It's a blue. It's all your resources, right? And then you can, there's so many windows of opportunity to play this that it's really strong. And there is some value to playing this with Anathos as well when you're on Tunic, because you can play this, draw a card immediately because you create a gold. And then if you draw, no matter what you draw actually, as long as you pitch a blue first, you can Anathos for 6. But I'm trying it without that because I want to kind of capitalize. Like maybe you can even tunic counter. This is a blue that you actively want to arsenal a good amount of the time. You can tunic counter and play this. If you draw a blue, great. You get to swing your hammer. If you don't draw a blue, oh well, I got an arsenal. And now I got light tokens for the next turn. It's all really good stuff. So I do like Miller's Grindstone for these matchups. Like I was kind of doing the mental gymnastics of it, right? Trying to see like, okay, what are the matchups that I want Anothos? What was the biggest reason to play Anothos? The biggest reason was Dromai. Okay? That made that matchup a lot better, being able to play out muscle and whatnot. Well, Dromai's gone. Okay? So what else do you want Anothos into? The mirror? We just talked about that. You don't necessarily need it for the mirror because the value is roughly on level with the shield, depending on how you play. You know, you're just playing conservatively. You play 2-card hands. If you have a choke slam, tunic counter, and a blue, you're not going to swing Anothos anyway. You're going to send the choke slam, and then it didn't matter if that hammer was big or small. It only really matters with that go again. So then, against the Warriors, it's pretty good, but this card is also very good against the Warriors. So having extra block for the Warriors when we're not playing as many D-Reacts, we're only playing 2, right? So this is kind of like the direction I started to lean when I started formulating this. The other deck that I really liked Anothos into, there's 2, is Dash, Original Dash, and then Kano. Dash, Rampart against Dash is like actually pretty nuts. Okay, I've been testing this, kind of doing one or the other. The Rampart has felt really good, and just as a one-of in the side, I really do like it. I really do like it. And I think it does make the matchup like a pretty good amount better. And I would even say favored, where traditionally the Mechanologist has a better time into the Guardians than other decks, right? So then the other deck is Kano. Kano, you're usually losing anyway for the most part. When you're on out muscle, and you're on all of this extra go again, and you have AB3, you can get there, but that is a lot of deck dedication that I'm not super fond of. The other thing that's a little interesting, you're probably thinking, okay, well, if you're sacrificing your Kano matchup, why do you have 2AB? Well, it's still okay against Kano, like playing Balance, 2AB, playing Tunic, and then having Shield plus Miller's Grindstone. You can honestly just mill one of their pieces, and that's really good, just depending on the situation. So it forces them to block a little bit more. Then on their go-off turn, you can actually crack this, because a lot of times they're going to tome, draw a couple of cards, you can get another card, and then AB2 can get you there. It can, if they haven't perfectly pitch stacked, and you haven't given them enough time to do so. The other thing is, against Illusionists, I really wanted to play Time Skippers, just so I have some insurance on the ALS loop with Prism. So Time Skippers, but I also want AB. So just playing Northern Boots doesn't really get you there. So now against like Runeblade and whatnot, I'll play the Northern Boots. Against Illusionists, I'll play the Gloves plus the Time Skippers plus Balance of Justice against like Prism specifically. The Dash gamers are so cooked by Rampart. Putting in the Stasis Cell, that's fair. That's fair. Stasis Cell is quite good against that strategy. But yeah, I mean, this is a very basic deck. The addition of Humble is just there to really play against KO. It has some merit into some other matchups too. Like it's pretty okay into Ninja, for example. Like I'm pretty happy playing against Katsu because it's, if you're familiar with Sleep Dart, this is Sleep Dart, but you can pummel it. And it only blocks 2. That's the only real downside to playing this card. So we can talk about the matchups that I kind of have spread out. So against Brute, we're playing our Choke Slams, our Humbles, Disable, Debilitate, Command and Conquer, all your stuff that you typically would play. I'm playing Trounce. Okay, I had a conversation with Michael Fang specifically where I was going back and forth, and I've had some other people tell me to, you know, try Trounce in this matchup anyway. I was playing Rouse the Ancients over the Trounce just to have the blue density, but honestly, just having a block 3 over a block 2 is still just probably good enough, right? Yeah, I get you make a good point. Against Levia, Humble is like actually kind of nutty. Because if you can pummel a humble and they aren't playing around it, like you kind of just blow them out and they take a ton of damage, right? So, yeah, so Trounce against KO is kind of where I'm leaning. Just because if you do win that, then you have a pretty good chance of winning that game. If you don't win it, if they happen to win a gold and then all the extra stuff, sure, you make one of their things a little bit bigger, but I would say a little over half the time they can't really utilize the extra resource. Maybe it gives them an extra 3 damage from being able to play a claw or something like that, which is bad. Don't get me wrong, that's bad. But most of the time, this is just a tie, because if you do the deck statistic math, you have to clash twice. The chances that you lose both of those clashes are actually pretty low. I think it's 40% twice, so whatever the math that is, because you have a 40% chance to win, a 40% chance to lose, and then a 20% chance to tie. So statistically, you will 9 times out of 10 not have it do anything. It's just a 3 block. But you have the potential to high roll, so that's kind of where I'm leaning with that. And we'll try it out. I might end up hating it and not want to do that. The other thing, I split a Terra Sunder with a Wallop. Terra Sunder is just there to play with a Chokeslam or Debilitate, or against those really annoying decks where you just need to have like this one-up finisher at the very end. Just another blue finisher, right? So against Guardian, let me read Gavin, sorry. Doing streaming to put me 20 minutes back. Put you 20 minutes back. Well, hopefully you're live now. Okay, so now talk about the Guardian matchup. So we already kind of went over that, where the Aurum Aegis isn't that much of a liability. We're playing all of the 3 blocks, except for the Trounces. We're cutting Spinal just to have our consistency a little bit higher, since we're wanting to get down to 60. This is one of the matchups you want to play Sink Below into. I wasn't playing Sink Below into the Brute, so I want to be able to maximize consistency there as much as I can. E-Strike there just for, again, another 2-card hand that's very strong. And then if you have the ability to go 5 into 4, it's just better, because if they send 4, you want to block 3, just max out your hand value. And then if they block poorly with their Civic Steps, you can actually just kind of blow them out by playing this, drawing a card. It gets go again automatically. If you draw another blue, it's, even more damage, right? Just pressing the advantage. So we're siding out Humble because it's 2 block and doesn't really do a whole lot in the mirror. Spinals, because this is the worst rate card and the go again isn't that critical. And then, of course, Trounce. Like, this is, if it's the true 50-50, there's no, real reason to play this card unless you're a pitch deck god. And I do not want to leave my, my games to chance, because there are still chances that they just, pitch stack and you see it and you're off by 1 card and things happen, right? Okay, so against Illusionist, this is kind of where we're going at here. Enigma might be different. I don't believe that they draw a bunch of cards, so I think playing Crown of Providence might be a little bit better. Same thing with the Time Skippers, probably don't need that. But this is mainly for Prism, this kind of build plan here. Playing all the poppers except for the humbles. I'm not playing Pummel here, because a lot of times the way this matchup goes is you're beating them down, then they have to go off at some point. They flood the board with a bunch of wars, and then you play this kind of fatigue style plan. And if you draw Pummel at any stage in the latter argument that I just said, it's actual trash, right? So it's just really, really, really bad, and it's not a popper. I could see playing a couple of these if you so choose. You can play 2 over the Sink Belows, but I honestly think Sink Below is fine because it hits the angels, right? And you can kind of fix your hand to make sure that you have either a go again or a blue or something like that. This is just another blue, kind of. I think New is broken, sir. I think she'll be the new Lexi. New seems very good. New seems very good. We can talk about some of those cards in just a second. Okay, we'll do the last 2 here. So Ninja. Ninja traditionally is a pretty good matchup for Victor, just because your test of strength and your trounces, you can just do better damage than them. Having balanced justice for the Art of War turns, right? Having just a ton of armor, Civic Steps you can kind of play or block with at a pretty optimal time for yourself. So, you know, if you know they're going to attack again and it's like their last card, this is the best time. It's one of the easiest matchups to get value off of Civic Steps. Playing Humble, again, talked about that against Katsu. Turns all their combo cards off. I like it. Let's see, it hits hero, they lose all abilities until the end of the next turn. So it doesn't turn their combo cards off. Let me clarify. It turns them being able to search for an additional combo piece with their hero ability, which is kind of big. But yeah, Trounce, Test of Strength, all the good stuff that you play against them. We're never siding this card out. This card's too good. Also, this doesn't turn on Anothos. Another reason not to play Anothos, because it costs 1. Okay, and then the last matchup that I kind of put in here is the Warrior. This is the only matchup that I kind of board up into, because if they're on Decimator, you want more cards. If they're trying to fatigue you a little bit, right? So Chokeslam, no text. Humble has kind of text, but it's not a 3-block, so I'm not going to worry about it. There's some other stuff that we could talk about too, matchup-wise, but these are the big ones that I'm kind of looking at, right? We got our Brute, our Guardian, our Warrior because of our heavy hitter set. People are playing that. It's very popular. Ninja is about to be very popular again. And then Illusionist, everybody loves Illusionist. So, the Kano, you can probably figure out what we're doing there. It's pretty simple. You just take out your Test of Strength, your Trounce, and then your Sync Belows, and you're kind of there. Because I think I'm on 12 equipment total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12. So it's a pretty easy. It's 68 main card, and then you take out 8 cards on whatever matchup that you're kind of hedging towards. Okay, so the assassin cards that you're talking about, they started spoiling some of these Majestics, and they are actually just bananas, right? So new might be pretty crazy. I don't believe she's going to be Lexi level, obviously, but like there are some pretty nutso cards. If you haven't seen this card is like actually insane, right? I think it's the first instance where you actually get to search your opponent's deck ever, and that is huge value. Especially when you're playing a very attack reaction-centric deck. You can see what kind of defense reactions they are running and how many they have left. Just do a quick fan-through. Be careful, you'll get called for slow play, because you can't sit there and memorize your opponent's deck, right? It's just, it doesn't work that way. You can try your best within, 60 seconds or whatever, but I'm sure there's going to be some clarification with judge rulings and saying like, hey, this is the expected time frame that you get. Just be cautious if somebody's playing this against you and they're notoriously a slower player. Kind of eke them along a little bit. But if you play 3 or more attack reactions, this chain link, this gets +3, and when it hits a hero, look at their hand, choose a card, search their hand, deck, and graveyard, and banish up to 3 cards with the same name as the chosen cards, then shuffle. Right? So 3 or more attack reactions sounds like a lot. It really does, but we saw, if you've been keeping up with the spoilers, there's a new hat somewhere, this hat. So if they have a Transcend, like one of the inner chi cards, they can then do this attack reaction to make them banish a card from their hand. That's one attack reaction. You generate slithers off of your cards like Gorgon's Gaze. They just give you slithers, and if you don't know what a slither is, let's talk about it. Target attack action card gets go again. That just is what it is. Okay? So this is a reaction that then makes a reaction. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 there. So there's your 3 reactions right there by itself. And every one of these new decks are going to be playing this, right? Red deck, Shroud, Black deck. Yeah, there's a ton of reactions. Like all of their equipment just does the reaction thing, right? So they can just stack it all in their equipment even. And just go boom, boom, boom. Now it's a 4. Now you're getting blown out if you're not prepared. So, and then not to mention this Beckoning Misplayed gives your blue attacks +1 and go again. So it's a 5 if they did this first. So yeah, new looks like a absolute nightmare for Guardian. Absolute nightmare. But we're going to have to test it. We're going to have to see how actually bad it is. But I expect it is one of the most polarizing matchups that you could possibly think about. Other cool cards that I've seen too are these Evos. Kind of got me excited for Teklo, and then this card is nuts in Max, right? Like obviously this is on Max. You can kind of see Max's hair and his like shoulder plate there, but this is definitely a Max card. It's very good, very good. So the last thing that we can talk about before we try to get into some games, we're going to have to play some open format, by the way, just because these new cards are not legal at the moment. So hopefully we can get some good matchups and not get some crazy dirtily decks, but we can get an idea of how the deck performs. But Pablo did pretty well with a Victor deck recently, and I was kind of playing around with the numbers with this. One interesting thing that I noticed is that the deck is a 27 blue deck. Max. That is low for what I am used to. Should have made a supercell, a specialization. Probably. It'll be good in Dio too if the mech Dios start, getting out of control. But 27 blues, you have 6 yellows, where you already played your 3 standard because you had to play Golden Sun. It's your spec card. It's one of the best cards in your deck. But Righteous Cleansing as like a pseudo yellow, but you have more consistency in winning clashes, so I actually think this deck is probably pretty okay into Brute. I still think it's unfavored. You still have to win your test of strength, but you're increasing your chances to win your test of strength when you add cards like this. And you're also playing triple Disable. You're playing triple Thunderquake. You just have big numbers. And you're not playing any, count it, 0 non-attack actions, right? So pretty good. His list, he had, in the posted list, it was 3 Fate Foreseen, 1 Sink Below. I'm going to bet that that was probably a typo on them, because, I have never really seen a swap from, Sink Below to Fate Foreseen, personally. Unless you're playing, Bolton, because you want to, dig to your combo piece a little bit faster, right? Without getting rid of a card from your hand. But, Pablo might be cooking, and, Fate Foreseen might be better than Sink Below. Now, who knows, right? But I kind of just made one small adjustment to his list. I cut the 1-up D-React, turned them into Sink Belows, the Fate Foreseens and Sink Belows, and then I added the Rampart. Because mathematically, I was seeing, some weird ratio situations, and this just is super clean. Get to play Anathos and all that. So in the meantime, before we get these new cards, this is kind of where I'm going to play. And, we have Brute matchup, for example. So you get to play your Sink Belows, your Disables, Debilitates, and all that. Don't play E-Strike, don't play Zealous, don't play Trounce. Easy enough, right? Good value numbers. You have your Sink Belows and your Pummels that are your only misses in the matchup, right? Could play Trounce over the Sink Below, but I think Sink Below is pretty good, just being a guaranteed forward block. You get to play Anathos into the Mirror. You get to play more Sink Belows than my deck, right? You get to play Righteous Cleansing, which is pretty solid. Yeah. I'm excited to try this out. I haven't played it online yet. I would prefer to play in paper in the first place, but I think LSS is scared of making specializations from this set because of Shyana. That's honestly, you're probably not too wrong about the Shyana thing. Here, I'll let you guys see some spice. Okay. See some spice. Where's my dragon lady from Game of Thrones? Shyana. I forgot her name, and I just named the deck that. But this deck is spicy. I love this deck. So you get Flail of Agony and Aura Mages because this is a spec, obviously, right? Tunic, Goliath Gauntlet, and then you get to play Endless Winter, Bet Big, Golden Sun, Starstruck, Crippling Crush. I'm literally playing Guardian, but add Shakedown with Pummel synergy. You get to play blues that are also block 3 defense reactions that you can just Arsenal. You get to up the ante, which includes, this is another reaction for your Shakedowns, which is crazy, right? You get to make Eloquence tokens, so you can make your Lesson in Lava have go again, get another one, play it, whatever. You have Ice Eternal, you have Frost Hex and Northern Winds that trigger off of your Endless Winter on your Ice Fusion. Warmongers, just because, it's a good card, right? But 37, and then I have all these sideboard cards. You play against Dash, you get to put this into play for free, on turn 1. Pretty busted. You're playing against slow decks. You play Tome of Findle, you play Showtime, and you play Arknight Shard. You play against Dash, you play this. You play against Aggro, you play Showtime. You play Sink Belows, and then you swap your boots and your hats up depending on what you're doing. So I know this is a Victor stream, but I don't know. This deck gets me wild. But anyway, let's get on with our games. If you guys have questions, I'll take a pause, but In the meantime, we're going to play some open format, no restrictions right here. I'm going to play a State Victor. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to be flying by the seat of our pants, but we've been playing Victor for a while, so we're going to know how to sideboard this thing for the most part, right? Yes, that dash deck actually works, because we looked into it, because I was like, okay, because the way the card reads, while we're waiting on this, is at the beginning of your action phase, it becomes a copy of target hero until the start of your next turn. But I think there was a judge ruling. I don't have it noted specifically, but if you were playing against an original dash, you can put this into play turn 1, which is just super, super weird and like really cool. But cite me, of course, you know, don't just assume that I'm correct, because, you know, the source material that we saw could have changed, right? Because it's been around for a while. The card, what was it? Tekla Core? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Tekla Core has been around for a while. It's been around as long as Shyana, right? So this interaction, it could have been something that they rolled and then they changed. How well do I play into Tekla Vossen? Not very. Not very. that is a harder matchup for sure. That's a matchup you kind of want to play more Go-Agains and Big Hammer and stuff, because like they're just going to singularity you, right? If they're playing a more defensive list, it is very difficult. Okay, so we're playing against Kano, so we're going to do our generalized stuff. We're going to play millers instead of that, because we can mill some of their stuff. We're going to play our blues. We're going to play our Go-Again attacks. We're going to play our pummels, right? We're not going to play Test of Strength, because it literally has no text. And then, you know what? We can play Humble, right? And then we can play Chokeslam, and that's all the cards. So there it is. You take out Test, you take out Trounce, you take out Superload, the cards that do nothing. All right. So this was not the showcase match that I expected to play turn 1 or game 1, but hey, we'll let them do their thing with their all red hand. They could just go. If they're stream sniping, we're just dead. Just dead. But I'm open to seeing some other ideas. What you guys might think might be interesting in a deck like this. We are going to be AB4ing this game. For sure. I'm going to prioritize keeping Command and Conquer and E-Strike first, obviously. So Blazing Aether, Aether Arc. They could be theoretically pitch stacking here, but they generally don't activate Kano if that's the case. Get rid of some of these reds. Evil stream snipers, I know, right? Just the worst. I don't believe they are, but they could be. What you got, buddy? All right, another red. Nice, nice. Gaze the Ages. Okay, not as nice for me. Okay, play another thing. 0 cost. Boom, get me. Hit me for 1. No Arcane Lantern, I replace Rampart with it. Okay, yeah. I see where you're coming from, but I think Mech is going to be pretty good. Like, Dash is probably going to see a little bit of resurgence, which is why I was playing the Rampart. But I can see the argument for Arcane Lantern. Okay, this hand actually blows, so I think it's just like 5 into 7. Which is the beauty of E-Strike. They're basically blues on offense. Like Rampart over Lantern. Lantern probably takes Kano from 25 to a 30. Rampart takes Dash from a 40 to a 60. That's kind of the line that I was thinking as well. It's like, this is already a very unfavored matchup. So playing another card to like maybe get you there. If you have the space, I think it's perfectly fine. But otherwise, like, just having the small hammer is such a bad situation to be in, especially if they're the defense reaction Kano, because they'll just kind of blow you out. All right, we're about to get blown up again. with this Lesson in Lava because we've seen 6 reds on top. So that is not good for us. We're also just not going to AB anything. Because, okay. Alright, GG. Game 1. Alright. Easy peasy. Even if I had Lantern here, it wouldn't have mattered. There you go. Even if I had Anathos, it wouldn't have mattered. If I had more blues, might have mattered. But this is a pretty standard blue list. So there's like 33 blues. Dash's conversion rate yesterday was also interesting. Post Sash, I think she's one of the best. One of the decks that's still favored into KO, albeit just a bit. I also tend to agree. Okay, so is this might be a mini wildfire. So they get to lessen. Okay, let's mathematically think about this. So this is 7. They're hitting for 4, then they go in for 5. They're not going to be able to do anything with the top of their deck. They're just drawing the cards. So it's 5, 9 versus my 7. If I AB this, it's 2, so it's 4. But we're getting into a range that's like really annoying. They already used their Striders to play the card from hand. I'm just going to take this. Just mathematically, I think it's better for me to take this because I don't expect them to be able to do anything else besides play this Lesson in Lava and set up for another turn. I don't think Dash is favored in KO at all. I think it's probably so close and so skill dependent that it's like, I don't think it's a bad pick, is all I'm saying. Oh, it's for 7. Why is it for 7? Oh, because I took 4. So it'd be 5. Okay, yeah, that was probably bad. So 5 into 7 versus being a little bit higher, that's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of skill dependency on that matchup. I mean, Fleshbag is not the hardest card to use, but it does take some skill, right? Shift. Fleshbag was probably used. Okay. Yeah, maybe Sash just kind of pushes it a little bit. Extra life gain. Yeah, there's a lot of variance to the matchup. In like a speedy matchup like that, like if they're playing against a slow deck, they can see their stuff really easily. Just doing this stupid aggro stuff. It's kind of hard to bag dash. Double boost a twin drive on site to make them do it. Yeah, sure. Even if you don't have it, you just double twin drive, like double boost, boom. They're just like, ah, you gotta get your card. Gaze the ages. Opting it up. Brother. I'm going to Arsenal this Golden Sun. I'm just going to play this card. We're kind of the aggressor in this situation. So, like, having the extra AB isn't going to be that critical. If they try to, like, mini-combo me again, well, they can't. They can't mini-combo me because they don't know the top of their deck. Unless they get, like, super, super lucky. But we have AB3, AB2 plus an AB1 at the minimum. Then next turn we're able to Golden Sun, and then we can crack the War Mages with that. If we draw a Pummel, it's like super duper gas. Okay, playing Potion and passing. Maybe activating Kano. Okay, not activating Kano. I'm kind of leaning towards just playing the Golden Sun, seeing how they do have the blue ready to go. I can Arsenal or even Heave. I think that's probably correct. We'll crack our gold. This is one reason to have the shield. Also a very good, no, like I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay. Yeah, see, this is what we needed. We don't want this red in our hand, so it's okay to just go ahead and pitch. And now we have 5 resources to be able to AB with. See Dorinthia be so popular yesterday as well. Thought everyone was going to move to Kasai. Dorinthia has a lot of merit depending on her deck style that she's trying to go. Obviously, Dawnblade is best in Dorinthia deck. Okay, so we're getting snapbacked. They're not dead here. I don't really understand. If they don't have like a definitive combo, there isn't a huge reason to go crazy like this. Yeah, I don't know if this is experienced Kano either. Okay, do this. Why not? We can AB too. Why not? Because they're going to play something else, have to, right? Because they have the Gaze the Ages. They nodes to me? This is not quite a representative game if I do end up winning this. It's very possible that I just explode anyway. Prognosticate. What are the matchup odds nowadays in the Victor versus Kano matchup? Let me answer that question just a second, Dodge. Aether Dart. Okay, we knew about that. Alright. Yeah, they're just dead. Got it. Sounds good. Sure. We'll even AB2 just to keep our life total as high as possible. Defense reaction. Alright, we got him. Okay, so the list that I played at PT. We'll just talk about this real quick. I think it was the same as the Battle Hardened Atlanta or something similar to this. No, not quite. This was a small hammer list. I didn't play that one. I actually played PTLA, I think. Yeah. So this is something similar to the list, but with this list, the Kano matchup was actually pretty close. It was still unfavored, but it was closer along the lines of what you were arguing the Dash versus KO matchup is, right? Show you the max list. You don't want to see the max list. I can show you the max list. It's fine. Okay, so with this, you're siding out your test strength, your trounce, and your spinals. You are playing Anathos, you're playing AB3, and Tunic. So the strategy that I generally implement is you want to go second, if you can. If you don't, whatever. You know, it is what it is. But the reason you want to go second is because whatever they do, turn 1, you're able to AB3, whatever. And then it's your turn, then you start with a little bit of tempo. The extra go again is very, very, very crucial to this matchup. So Zealous Belting, Rouse the Ancients, Outmuscle, E-Strike. All of these cards are very, very good in Kano because you're just able to pressure them. But you don't want to just blow your load immediately. Because if they're playing kind of a mid-rangey style Kano and they see AB3, if they're experienced Kano, what they generally will do is they'll see you're on AB3. They will, you know, throw a little bit of damage here and there, and then you'll go to your turn. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to pitch a red and a blue, and I'm going to attack with Anathos and keep a couple of cards up, set up an arsenal, whatever, right? If you're given a hand that's like obviously God tier, you just play like a Zealous Belting and a Hammer, sure. But in general, that's kind of how you play. You play a little bit slower than you are probably traditionally used to, leaving up a little bit of AB because you have the potential to AB because you have AB3. And then what they will generally do is they will start pitch stacking because AB3 is enough to stop them from doing their like general off the top combo unless they hit the like blazing into blazing or like wildfire into blazing or wildfire blazing, which is super like inconsistent. But they can when they pitch stack, obviously they can like guarantee that. So if you play a little bit slower, they start to pitch stack, and then you start putting on the gas. They pitched a few of their combo pieces down, so it's super unlikely that they'll be able to do that. So they'll have to then eventually find a lesson in lava to try to pivot and try to get that stuff out so they can do a random combo. And you can generally outrace them in a way, right? As long as you're seeing your consistency of Gogan attacks, which is the point of playing 11 to 12, 10 to 12. This deck I really liked against Kano. This deck I really don't like into Kano, but we won, so it is what it is. Meta solved. Meta solved. But yeah, it's all dependent on how you build. It is all dependent on how you build. While we are waiting on this, make sure this is the right deck. Yep, let's see a state deck. We can show you the Max deck if you want to see. Okay, so I don't know anything about Max, just by the way, but I saw like a list that did pretty well, that like won a Pro Quest or whatever, and I like the kind of design of it. We're just playing a bunch of the Go Again, T-Bones, 0 to 60s. I think the new card is in here, so I can finally replace one of these, but I didn't see it at the time. So this like Steel Street Hoons will change to the new card. Can you see the estate list? Let's play a game first. Generally, I like to go second. We'll play against the Warriors. So we're going to do this. We're going to try it out. So they're probably on that new card. And you'll see the state list just in action right now. Why not? Honestly, I think I'm going to give this Rouse just because it's an easy free block. Like, it's 1-to-1 block, right? I want to keep these cards if at all possible. Okay. I'm okay with keeping E-Strike. It's either keep one of these cards to Arsenal or keeping E-Strike to Arsenal. I think E-Strike to Arsenal is fine. This also demands a little bit of respect from our opponent, so we're going to do that. So we're playing Gallia, Grains, Iron Song, Valiant Dynamo never changes, but they could play the new card, swap it out for some new stuff. They can go to Braveforge Bracers and whatnot. Finally interested in Max going into Nats? Yeah, I am too. Max seems like an interesting choice for sure, and I like the mech style game plan. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so they are doing the traditional block against the crush attacks, taking 3. If you take 3 enough times, you die. That's the goal. Dash out the hatches. Buy a decimator. Cash out the hatches. Ah, look at you cooking. Okay, so if they Gallia here, they'll get a gold, they'll wager the attack. Let's go ahead and give them this, because I want to trounce next. So they're doing this. They can pump over the top. Okay, they're pumping over the top. That's fine. Alright, well this was a horrible play on my part, because they don't have the Go Again. Let's see, what can we do? We can Go Again here. I expected them to like give a Go Again with one of the other cards. That was me just being a little greedy on that. Usually it's just correct to go ahead and trounce the first, just to guarantee that you get it. But how do we remedy this? We can E-Strike into Hammer. Arsenal the Golden Sun. It's probably fine. We'll have Tunic counter up next turn. It's good 2-card play. Yeah, I'm into that. Alright, let's do this. We'll Go Again. Because a lot of times the Olympia, they do play some number of attacks, so I was just trying to like guarantee that that would be okay. Oh, they are just Big dick swinging over here, no blocks. Big cockers, no blockers. That's what we say in the land of the roll tide. What's your insights on why fatigue Boltons were talking the tables yesterday? Because people are not prepared for Bolton to be fatigued. That is generally the consensus, right? We need Tunic when we bend the trounce. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I didn't even think about it. Oh, we got the gold main estate. Oh, we're getting cash in. The gold is the payoff. Yeah, Fatigue Bolton, it's more of a surprise deck, right? Like, people almost always generally board in 60 into Bolton because they play a combo-centric game plan. You don't want to do anything... Like, you don't want to add more cards into Bolton generally, right? Alright, we're going to trounce now, just in case. Okay, we do want to crack. Or target myself. Okay, we got it. Which is why I wanted to keep this. They're going to Blade Flurry, that's fine. We're okay with that. Now we can Tunic Spinal off of the gold main. So we have a gold, we're losing that. The gold main isn't... Not going to be able to get big value off of that. We can give 2 cards, is the big thing. Okay, so this is for 8. So again, we have a bigger token. We're going to have a Spinal for 10. We can keep this later. We'll keep this in the deck for now, just because I want to see it. There's no on-hit downside, from what I can tell, right? They could get Go again and then, like, play a Command and Conquer or something, I suppose. People are losing to Fatigue Boltons, and they didn't deserve to get higher anyways. I don't know about that. Like, that deck is actually kind of annoying to play against. If you're not prepared for it and you boarded for, like, Raiden or Combo Bolton, like, they can really get you. It's nothing to scoff at. See, this was calculated. I needed the Tunic counter to play the Spinal that I knew I was going to draw. Obviously. Obviously. I really want Gold Main Estate to do some crazy stuff. Some decks just lose to Fatigue, especially if you board to Respect. Yep, yeah, exactly what I said. Warrior is like one of the hardest decks to board for ever. Because there's so many variations that they can play. CNC. There's no real way to pump this, right? I'm not crazy. Best case is to just give them 2 cards. We'll keep the Thunderquake in the deck. We'll E-Strike. Pummel me. Do it. That would be so rude. So many players, I guess it's unavoidable with the first few rounds, yeah. No! Blown out. I should have known. Alright, you got me. You got my Golden Sun. Unfortunate. Is there an argument to drawing a card? I think there is. Just because we have the Crown of Providence and then we can potentially have something a little bit better. Generally, I don't like doing that. They use 1 Command and Conquer. We want to go ahead and get the value out of the hat next turn. We could possibly do that. We've seen a good number of blues, so the chances that we get a red is pretty high. If we get a Test of Strength, I'm going to be pissed. So I'm going to buff power. We'll see what we would have drawn. Olympia is such a cool hero. Being able to like swap out his stuff. I'm going to use the Galia. Then I'm going to swap to Crown of Providence. And then I'm going to swap to, I don't know, whatever other hat. Skullcap. I'm lower on life. I'm going to get 3 more life. Why not? I'm sure I'm missing some hat that's probably really good. They had the Warrior React hat. That's pretty good. The 1-cost one. Like, for the reaction, I mean. Ooh, we're getting a Spill Blood out of them. Yes, sir. Give me a card. Give me another card. Okay, no other card. That's fine. Still ahead, life total-wise. Okay, I would have drawn a Pummel. That would have been a pretty good draw. It already has Go Again, so there's no big reason to, like, block with the Test of Strength immediately. I'm not doing a whole lot with this hand, though. I think most likely I will just be attacking with Hammer, arsenaling the Pummel. There is an argument to playing or blocking with the Civic Steps here, since they already have the Agility. But if we do that and they do nothing, honestly, that's a trade I'm willing to make. This gives them more incentive to actually just do nothing on their turn. Okay, well, they're definitely not doing nothing. Next one, probably another front pump style thing. There's no value in keeping an additional card, I don't think. So we'll just go ahead and block a little bit more. Okay, we got another gold. Love it. Money Where Your Mouth is the top card. If I really want to, I can pummel this hammer too, just to get a little cheeky. Okay. Yeah, we are going to just attack with the hammer. They're like, huh? Dynamo. I don't see a lot of benefit to doing this when this can make them draw a card later. Or not draw a card, discard a card. The opposite of drawing a card. We'll arsenal this. Another pummel, huh? Now I kind of wish I did it. No Go Again currently. Likely to have Go Again because we know they're playing cards like Blade Runner. Value of this. I'm okay taking this. Because, yeah, another Blade Runner. It's bound to happen, and then I can get a little bit more block value out of the Test of Strength. Could have drawn or blocked with another card. I can just do that here. I'll go ahead and do it here. Because I can reclash if need be, drawing a card, and then I can guarantee pummel the hammer if I so choose. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna target ourselves. This is bad. This is a bad situation. Yeah. Alright, that's a loss. That's unfortunate. CNC, that's important to know about. It might be worth just playing the pummel and arsenal. We'll overpitch like this. Just because they know they have a CNC. So having the arsenal isn't that big. It also depends on how they block. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. If they CNC me, they CNC me. Okay, I really need to... We knew about that money. We knew about that money. $7. They're wagering. Obviously, they're wagering. You have to give them 2 cards. 2 of these. Okay, if we do this and block here. Block with another card. We can guarantee play the Spinal no matter what, whether Tunic or not. We're going to keep the thunk in the deck. Alright, opponent. Ooh, there's the estate. Ooh, this is good. I'm gonna do it. Now we have 3 might tokens. How sick is that? That's awesome. I shouldn't have used the tunic. Learning curve. Learning curve. Okay, no huge... Well, it is a pretty big downside to not having that tunic. Damn. Yeah, that's really big. Dang. Messing up over here. Alright, we're gonna take this. Blade Flurry. Blade Runner. Go ahead and use this. We'll get rid of you. See what we draw. Okay, we weren't blocking anyway. We'll take it. We could be 3 life higher. We'd be 19 to 19 here. But we are guaranteed just going to play this. 11 damage is good. Yeah, just pitching the blue. If we draw another blue. Yeah, that was just better. Oh, well. This being 11 is like big game, though. Because it requires them to use one of their pieces of armor if they so choose. So we're getting 3 cards. They're taking 2. 17. Okay. Pretty mid hand. But their hand is also guaranteed to be pretty mid. There's no reaction source that they could possibly do here. So, yeah, pretty simple block, I think. And then just send 7 back. There's an argument to maybe arsenaling the U-Strike and swinging the Millers. But they have Valiant up right now, so it still just gets 1 card. This at least leaks damage, most likely. We're still looking for some of our block cards anyway. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 more ready to go. It's turn 10. It's very likely that we'll see it soon. Did I say go again? I didn't say go again. Why did I have go again? Oh, because I had an agility. Well, dang. Yeah, I could have drawn. I could have drawn. Money, 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 money. Yeah, I could have. I could have drawn. I wouldn't have been able to do anything, though, knowing that this card is the top. But it was the correct play. I think the only real line here is to just block. Have to take it. Take 4 down to 12. Play Golden Sun. Off of Tunic. Arsenal Spinal. Okay, well, we're blocking with the Spinal. We get no Arsenal. Yeah, and then go with another Vigor as well. Yeah, that's very strong. Okay, we should be at 13. But if we had made the play with the agility, they'd be a little bit higher in life total too, so I guess a misplay for a misplay, but one of them was actually like beneficial, surprisingly. Okay, it's an attack action or reaction, so they can block with another card if they so choose. We have more D-reacts in the deck too. We have 1 more sink below to be able to play around their tricks. I think they're completely out of Blade Flurries. They are, yeah. Not to worry about those anymore. The red Blade Runners are out as well. Double cash in. 3 cash ins have already been sent to the bin. Okay, we're just getting value. Okay. Trying to arsenal this, if at all possible. Okay, there's a Blade Runner. Yep. Alright, best thing we could possibly do here is just send the Command and Conquer back. They have a reaction, that's annoying. But Command and Conquer is better than Hammer. Just because they do have the Dynamo, so there's no actual downside. For them, at least. They have to give 2 cards here, or they have to get their grains plus the Dynamo. Which is also fine. We gotta work through the equipment anyway. This is effectively live to them, right? Yeah. Okay, test and trounce. So we always test first most of the time, but because of the way that they're attacking here, we want to maximize our value as much as we can. Okay, we did hit. Didn't even have to think about it. Next card. Honestly, we can kind of check what the top is here too. Top is a Macho, so we'll end up drawing the Macho off of the gold main. So if we gold main here, we're going to get 5 mites, which is big game. We can arsenal this. The likelihood of playing it the following turn is not super duper crazy high. But what I'm considering is cracking a gold to send to see if I can get a better red or something along those lines. I think we have some room to dig. Oh. Oh. if you don't say. Jesus. That was a good gold draw. Man, I love gold. Yeah, this card's doing some fucking. This card's good. That's pretty good. Give another card, nerd. Do it, nerd. Best thing you got is 5, which is still pretty good off of 1 card. Yeah, I'm pummeling the fuck out of you. What do you mean? I'll put you low, baby. Low, low, low. Oh, they had to take it on 2. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, it was exact lethal? Oh no, they concede. Okay, yeah, they knew they were done. Okay, next turn was going to be a Command and Conquer for fucking 11. 11. We draw this. We get another. We could Thunderquake for 15 if we so choose. Oh my god. Oh, this card's good. This card's real good. Alright. 2 wins. 2 wins. Even with all those misplays, man. That game should have been, like, way easier for us. Okay. Let's go to... That's all broken. I accept. 2-0. 2-0 with the goated Victor deck. Alright. New card, quite strong. I am sold even more so. I did not think that I would get so many freaking gold. Just 5 mites? I feel like KO, bro. No. No, Clads. It does not. It depends. Right. Set out clash fatigue. That is a line. That is a line. What's up, Spencer? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah. So generally, like, I like to play a mid-rangey plan. If they play properly, I think I want to go first against Azalea. But yeah, if they play properly, I don't know if you can fatigue them realistically. Do I think the Matt Rogers spoiled card is going to be money? I'd have to see what the card is. Tell me the name and I'll look at it real quick. But in the meantime, I go back and forth which hammer I want. It's pretty bad if you like lose a clash, which is like it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Humble is not the worst card against Azalea. Obviously, these cards are fan-freaking-tastic. We want all of these. I don't particularly want the Rouse. I think I would rather have the Humble, even though it's more reds. Sink Below is also, like, pretty fine. Do I want Sink Below or do I want Humble more? That is the question. I don't really want Sink Below. Okay, make sure our equipment's right, and it is. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I can post a deck link. No worries. So, we don't have amazing turn 1 play here. We just, like, let them filter. So, I mean, the best thing that I can really do is just send Hammer, like, just to filter the hand a little bit more. I don't want to get rid of this card. And letting them filter is kind of bad, right? I guess I could... No, I can't even do that. I want to Arsenal the Spinal because it's, like, immediate tempo play, right? Here, I'll just post it now so you guys can play it. It's in the chat. But yeah, I need to see the card, Spencer, if you got a name. Okay, blue infecting shot, scout the periphery, look in the top. 9 damage. 9 damage is good. There's a lot of things here that I do not like about it. Yeah, I'll just give you 9. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do anything the following turn, but there's no downside really to, like, there's no reaction style that they can really do. We'll just pass. We can pummel Humble. We can also pummel Spinal. What does this do? Oh, I know what it does, but, like, they put it in the play from their hand, right? Yeah, this is just damage. Just, like, actually don't really care about this. It's, like, no actual on-hit because it doesn't have an aim counter. So I go to 29. That's, like, kind of annoying, but it's fine. Anathos and Tear. I still keep 1. I have 1 Tear just because I think the card is good enough that you might want 1 in certain situations. Because you do have a lot of 4/8s. But player Spinal. Spinal time. No, Anathos is making me sad. I know, I love that card. It's my favorite weapon for sure. But, like, just the fact that your shield counts as gold for the new card is really, really good. And you just being able to play it off a tunic is also really, really strong. Okay, so now they literally can't do anything next turn unless they fire an arrow specifically from their hand. We'll arsenal this. Okay, they're just looking, point the tip, putting an aim counter on something will be their next play. Tear can be a time walk if timed right, that's true. Okay, this is not that amazing. Point the tip, put an aim counter on something. We're likely blocking next turn anyway. What is the best way for us to guarantee some stuff? I guess we can... I'm going to go ahead and play the Humble here. I'm going to pitch the Debilitate, and I'll just heave this Thunderquake, because why not? We can get rid of the Crown. Get rid of it with Crown, or we can 3-block and then play it. Because they usually have to get 2 cards here, so if they play their Point the Tip, it's usually a 9, so we can play an 8 back for like basically free. This is also pretty strong. Do love that card. This still has Dominate. Oh no, he blocked it. Yeah, you're right. He has to blind Azalea. Okay, so... yeah, you blocked it all. I'm tripping. Rain Razor's me. They didn't do it. Yeah. Now we have options, but this is usually just the best option, right? Somebody tell me what the Matt Rogers card is. All right. Walking their life total down. All right. Still no Clash cards. It's turn 5. Hello. That's a big number. I'm almost at the point where I just want to give like a... get these two just to get some semblance. I know it doesn't actually matter that much. I guess they can crack Snapdragons and play a Codex, which would be kind of annoying. Oh, Gold main estate, you say? Play the estate, you say? Easy mode. Yeah, either of these is fine. I'm gonna play this one because it's more representative of what they need to do. Worse isolate. It's so true. I don't know, it's better than isolate because it's basically a 1 for 5, right? Got you there. This hand sucks. Hey, they had the Codex. They could have snapped it and then like ruined my turn. Matt Rogers' card is the weakest link. Oh, the card I was talking about earlier. Right. I don't want them to leave. We'll get to it in a second. An aim counter. No other on hits that I give a shit about. Yeah, we're just gonna pay for it. The blue. Alright, so we're gonna Tunic, Chokeslam, make it easy. 2 cost, 1 pitch. 3 block when it hits hero, they reveal their hand. Without base defense, yeah. I do think that card is good, Spencer. I do think that card is quite strong. I mean, it's not Command and Conquer strong, but it is quite good, for sure. So many estates! Look at all the estates! Oh my god! Oh! Oh yeah! They don't stack on each other, though, unfortunately. But, I want to play one. We have to draw a blue. We can draw another blue. We can play Humble. We're definitely blocking with this, because, like, why wouldn't we, right? I guess we can... yeah, we keep this, because we can play it, because we'll have an extra resource. The resource can pay for the estate. Yeah, let's go with this. Nice. Listen, I love this card. This card's cool. It's so good. Play it. Boom. 4 mites. Just for them. Ready to go. I'm going to play a Hummel for 10. Bro, this is gas. I love this shit. This is insane. Debilitate for 9. Humble for 10. Bro, this is it. This is peak Guardian gameplay right here. Oh. They said he has a lot of might. I have a lot of test strength. Holy moly. Alright. Don't dominate me, please. Don't do it. Okay, they negated the debilitate. Uh-huh. Oh. A scout. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oof. I was scared for like 0.2 seconds. Just give them all this. Say YOLO swaggins it, right? Sure. Yep. I want to crack this one. Target myself. Okay, we got it. We got an arsenal card. This is it. It's a blue. It's basically a blue. It's so good. Dude, I feel like Dromai after she got the tome. Just flooding in ash over here. Just super ashy. Just getting it wild. I don't understand this. It hits a hero. Oh, they blocked it all. My bad. I keep thinking it hits. Because the effect is up here. Did it hit? Bolton shot. I'm just not playing this next turn. I'll just pummel instead. I just don't care about this, right? It's just a frailty. Yeah, whatever. You can have it. You got me. Take 10. Codex of frailty me. Do it. Oh no. Codex. Block with civic steps. Oh. Never mind. Literally do nothing pass. Yeah, is the new Victor spec like actually decent in China? It probably is, right? It probably is. Alright. GG. Again, I need more of this in my life. This is a blast. That card is so good. I love this card. This card's great. You make so many mites. It's so cool. I think you could probably play this list very similarly to like Pablo's list and do like some amalgamation of the two, right? You can like cut this, leave this, cut the wallops, so you have 30 blues instead of 27, and then like have extra disables and just nut all over them. Oh no. We've lost. We will try again. Are we lucky again? We weren't even lucky last time. We just killed them. See ya, see ya, see ya. Boom, boom. Yep, that looks right to me. In foils. I knew what you meant. In foils. I can read. Swell tidings. So swell. Swell for me. Love to see it. If we draw another blue, we can pummel this golden sun and crack in the shield. That'd be sick. Oh, the other thing that's cool about this too is that this card, the new card, makes it to where your golden suns are always turned on against Kano. Big brain. You didn't think about that, did you? I guess we're going to pitch this. It's like we're never Yeah, we're not playing that. Oh, really? I get to AB too? We're pitching it all anyway. Pitching it all. All right, 2 blues. Come on. Right here. We did it. We're gaming. Looks like they're mid-range Kano. Based on them playing this card, this is not normal in the D-React list. It's kind of like Come to Fight, except it draws you a card, and it gives you a gold, and it's a blue. And the mites buff your weapon, and helps you stack damage in matchups where you want to stack. Yes, these are all fucking amazing points. The card is so cool. I love this card. It's too bad you just like auto lose to new. You're lessening and lavaing me. I mean, I can't stop it. It's like no reason to pay for it, pretty much. I just want to play this card next turn. Not that I will. So I draw another blue. Hold on. Draw another blue, I can wall up, have the gold. Yeah, I kind of do want to play it, I think. Gives you extra resources. What are you getting? Are you getting Wildfire? It is likely. Almost 4 a.m., gotta go to sleep, but always thanks the uploading for guys like us with different time zones. Yes, absolutely. You can finish it off. Guardians just lose to Simp Gaming. That's true. That is so true. Every Simp beats our ass in. Alright. Gimme, 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 gimme. Unfortunate. I mean, let's just play humble, right? Just play humble. Ooh. They got a Wildfire to block? That's what it was. I guess I can heave. There's an argument to keeping that. I'm glad I heaved. Holy crap. Oh. Can't respond to a heave, buddy. I'm gonna overpitch, even though this looks very sus. Oh shit, hold on. Play this, overpitch. Simp set and no Betsy card. Hey. Hey. There's some simps for Betsy. People are into that. I was gonna do a stream with Betsy, and then I realized the best Betsy deck is Fatigue, so that would be boring. But the stream title was going to be dropping logs with Lexi. Or not Lexi, Betsy. Because she has a log in her art. You get it? You get it? It's pretty good. Pretty good. 10 Betsy card will be revealed soon. We can't even heave here. How rude. No, we can't heave. God damn it. I'm actually just dumb. Oh, we're just gonna... Yellow Aether Spindle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? I'm in danger. Ragamuffin hat. Yes, I can grab Tunic and heave. I did math. Did math wrong. But I need the Tunic for this, whatever's going on. I mean, there's no way like I actually explode, right? Alright, my turn. Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have tunicked. I guess having tunic is fine, because they're gonna Kano. I'm gonna AB my whole hand anyway. It doesn't matter. Pay 2. They also have tunic. They have ways to play, so if it's another wildfire, we're basically dead. Basically dead. That was a lesson. Opponent? Oh, they have another Kano. Yeah, that's right. I will AB 2. Okay, so we took 4, and then we took 6, so 10 plus 4, so we're getting dealt 14, so 7, so we're like literally just dead. Or no, we'd be at 9. I mean, either way, we're just dead. Okay, we're gonna be at 8. Look at all these reds. Oh, we're gonna visit the estate, boys. It's time to visit again. Oh no. Go again. Hey, the value. Never mind. I kind of want to crack this gold. If I get a blue, I get an arsenal. They just get to ping me to death, which is really annoying. I'm like very dead no matter what. I have to like... This is guaranteed no matter what. I just don't get an arsenal. I'd AB 1, I guess. Sure, I'll just do this. Take it. You won't. Take a nerd. Aw, they're not taking it. Taking 1. Take 1. Yeah, got him. Hey! Sick. Alright, well. This is basically GG. Alright, I am going to pray to the fab gods to draw me something off of these golds. Give. It is not guaranteed if you draw red, that's true. Okay. Okay. Again? Again? For more resource? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, fine. We'll just do this. Why couldn't I have drawn a golden sun? That would have been way cooler. I could have died with golden sun on the stack. Nice. Nice. Oh, the estate. It's here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. We are big dead. What if I estate? What if I estate right here? Draw a card. Estate. Oh, baby. I turned my blue into a red. Oh, well. Seven. Oh, they're dead. We got them. Damn, never mind. What if they drew all D reacts? That'd be pretty goated, right? Alright. Damn. They didn't have 2 more. Alright, what if we... What do we attack with this? An arsenal. This. It's pretty bad. I think actually, I think we have to play this, but this only gets 2 cards out of them, which is really bad. I think we're just dead, no matter what. I think we just have to draw and pray that we get something. Okay, do it again. Okay, this requires something from them, I guess. Not really. Man, this is hard. As weird as this looks, this kind of like gives them the idea that they might want to like do something. Okay, that's cool. I get to arsenal this now. Hey! Thing. We found it. We found a pumble. A pumble with our humble. Alright, if they don't zoom, literally right now they are dead, 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 dead. Big dead. Oh. Yes. I love it. Alright, kill me in response. Please and thanks. No way. No way. We win. Gold is good. You heard it here. This deck is pretty fun. And that Kano was a little more experienced than the other one. A humble pumble, if you will. That was correct. It's pretty nasty. Card advantage is good. I wonder how good new is going to be. If new is like really good, this deck like super falls off. All the guardians fall off. But this card be crazy. Yeah, Michael, I think he played, what was the card? It's kind of like Come to Fight. Yeah, Come to Fight. You played Come to Fight in your like chain deck or something. I think it was a meme though. I think we talked about it at one point. But if you were like, oh, we're going to play a Come to Fight, and this card is like just literally better Come to Fight in every way possible, I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm going to get 3 foils and not play Kano again. Sorry, Kano, I played against you once. Undefeated with new Victor. And 2 of them were Kano. Alright, I honestly don't know how these decks are constructed at all. So, this will be a trip. Do they draw cards? I draw multiple cards? Nah, this is always gonna do its thing. Okay, don't want any of these. They're probably a more reaction-heavy deck. If we can make it to where they can't do their transcend things, the Humble's probably fine. Yeah, for sure. Whatever. We'll keep it as is. Unfortunate hand. I guess we'll... Because we got to arsenal this. Ugh. Rough. Giving them extra filtering is kind of annoying. But I'm going to have to block one of these, so I think I'd rather keep one in the deck just in case. It's same as Katsu. I guess they should be playing Art of Warrior, right? Yeah. Ramparts for dash. Just for dash. Wide blue yonder. Okay. What do? You pitched a blue card this turn, create a crouching tiger. Okay, you got me. No luck. Player tiger thingy. I'm going to block. I want to play one of these cards in my hand. I'm going to end up blocking with this, likely. They have 3 cards in hand. I think I can just go ahead and Civics. Most of their cards have Go Again anyway. So I'll Civics here. This is probably kind of loose, actually. We'll block with the Aurum. Okay, Shuko triggered there. That's fine. The key. Okay. So I'd be taking 3 here, but I get to keep my armor. I think that's probably worth it to me. Yeah. No, that's fine. Tiger taming Kakara. I can imagine those, like, these little things that are hanging off the rings, like little wind chimes, and this whoosh, whoosh in the air. Wind chakra. Oh, you know what time it is. It's Goldmane Estate time. The estate time. Is it? Okay, hold on. They're probably not doing anything other than this. I can play the estate, play this no matter what we get, and then also pummel, keep Tunic. Cool with it. Sure. I'll trade 2 life for an additional arsenal potential. Alright, not red. Nice. Building up the gold, getting ready. Getting our other Goldmane estates ready to go. Might be wrong to do that, because we can go ahead and get the value off of Tunic playing the pummel. Basically trading 2 life for gold. Is that worth it? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm going to pummel you anyway. Max out the value of the hand. Head leads to tails. See you later. Another estate. My guy. We're ready. We're zooming over here. Things are looking up, Eddie. We're to war pitching, sure. I'm not so greedy that I will keep my whole hand to be able to play a Visit the Goldmane. Well, okay, now I'll do it. You're telling me it's free real estate? Oh my god, I'm so funny. Oh my god. The value. Dude. This card's great. It's so good. 2 mauling keys. See ya later. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, good. They're attacking. Alright, please. Please. Oh! Oh, it's a good one too. Oh, yes. Actually, it's not that good, because he's not going to have an arsenal. Free block. Easy peasy. Oh, we get another might? This is nuts. This is nuts. Oh, you got another one too? Bro. Dude, I'm so in. I'm so in. Oh my god. I get to Arsenal this Thunderquake too. This is crazy. Boom. Biggest CNC you've ever fucking seen. Jesus Christ. This is so crazy. This feels like playing freaking Awakening into Pulverize. It's like actually nutty. Dude, this is a blast. I love this. This is awesome. This is such a great time. What do you do? Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to let that hit then. Oh. Yeah, okay. You got me. 8. 8. Boy, oh boy. Rated Crouching Tiger. Play this turn. Pretty interesting. This card in Cold Foil is super, super sick. I saw a picture of it the other day. $14 commanding longer. Oh my god. I'd hate to be the other guy. You got it. Oh. What does this do? Next Crouching Tiger, you play this combat chain. Gets +1. Nice. Here you go. Alright, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in armor. Inherently, this does nothing. Sure. Oh, it's when it attacks. Okay. This attacks next treasure charge. You play this combat chain, gets bigger. That's fine. We already full blocked the other one. That's fine. We'll keep it. Take the 2. 100 wins. We blocked that. That's fine. Blue yonder. Oh. Okay. Block again. Don't mask a momentum me, bro. Okay, sure. I'm having to like read all these cards for basically the first time. Don't play around Pummel. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need to. Still gonna do it. Get the hand out. Morale. Ah. Goldman Estate. All right. Okay. All right. Not as good as I want it to be. I guess I could hammer Arsenal the Spinal and just like set up for like the dickest turn ever. Seven mites. Oh boy. More mites? Yonk. Yo, fucking bananas. No way. No way. Oh my god. I'm just gonna Golden Sun you to next Sunday. Jesus Christ. This is so stupid. Holy shit. That's so dumb. Man, that card is nuts. I can't stop. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to this. 18 overpower. What the... Dude, this card does not look that insane looking at it for the first time. You're just like, okay, it gives +3. That's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna lose this one. GG. How do we even play against this? Humble? I guess. Hey, yo, this is gonna be tough. Chokeslam? Chokeslam good? Question mark? Maybe? Debilitate good? Debilitate good. Disable good? Nah. We'll go with Chokeslam. These cards, very mid. Okay. Miller's, not particularly a huge fan of that. They don't draw a bunch of cards, right? Oh no, that took too long. Damn. That sounded super sarcastic. I actually did want to play that matchup, because I imagine it is very skill testing, but probably unwinnable. There might be a world where playing like a macho or two, like a red macho, might be like just really big game, because you can set it up with your gold main estate and then like play it for like 18 dominate some big dick. Okay. I'm already pre-boarded. I don't know how important this disable is, but I do think the Trounce is probably pretty good. And obviously the Pummels and the Sink Belows and the Humbles. I think Humble is like fine enough. Maybe not. Maybe I need the blocks. I have seen people talking about playing this over the other ones too. This is pretty easy to block here, because there is a pretty good likelihood that they don't do anything. Fuck. That sucks. Okay, well, at least we don't like double lose. Your attacks was stealth, specifically. This one is stealth. So I can block with a red. Be fine, that'll banish. Can't play red cards. A keynote. I'll give you this. We'll pitch this and this, because this is probably the best arsenal. I feel like this matchup is probably really interesting. And I'm sure there's a way that you can probably build your deck to be like okay into this. But like one misstep will lose you the game instantly. If I had to guess. But. Yes. Nice. Frailty Trap. Yeah, they get to play so many crazy cards in that deck. It's so good. Double Trouble. Okay, when you've activated 2 or more attack reactions this chain link, this gets +2, and when this hits, banish the top 2 cards of their deck. So I'm not a big fan of that. Who knew, right? I think I'm probably okay blocking like this. Any reaction is going to kind of blow me out, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, this is hard. There's a lot of tricks. This is probably a misplay. Because if they like shred me, this is bad. If they like slither me, this is bad. Like there's a lot of bad things that happen. It feels like they just have all the agency, if you know what I mean. So they played a hiss. Gives it +2. They have a slither in hand. But the slither does nothing pretty much. Well, it does. It gives it +2. I'm surprised they don't do that. Interesting. Yeah, Chokeslam pretty good. And did them? I am convinced. This might be a matchup like where you just have to kind of go aggro a little bit. Unless they present like literally something that's really, really, really important to block. And this hand is very mid. And it's the top card of their deck. When this banishes attack action card, it's very likely to do. Okay. I'm at the point where this arsenal is just like so shit tier that I just need to get rid of it. But this feels so bad to block with, right? I'm going to do it. Just because I think there's a lot of merit to potentially getting like a Rouse or something. No, we don't have Rouse in the deck. Okay, slithering. Makes sense. We already knew about that. New. It is new time. I'm going to play your Chokeslam. Lucky for me, I have a zillion blocks. Got him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's bigger. No. Okay, so we block. We get to Arsenal, I guess like a cranial or some shit. It's probably fine. Okay, sure. Take one. Aha. No. You use my things against me. How dare. Your next blue attack this turn. This should be bigger, right? I don't know. Big Poppy. Coming in. Give me your reacts so you can't use them your next turn. Off. Yep. I feel like they can just like fabtcg you for sure. Yeah, choke slam with go again. That's the pattern. That's what they do. Guess I'm gonna block with this debilitate. One of these. I mean, 1 damage is 1 damage. Codex of Frailty. What do you get, opponent? Bonds of Memory. I'm gonna block that. For sure. But unfortunately, this is gonna get banished. Which one do I care about more? I guess if I'm... Yeah, I'll be able to block that pretty easily. You got me. What kind of sucks, though, is this is going to come in for 7, which is kind of my plan. But because they codexed me, but I want the potential to go ahead and play this with a pummel. I think that is a higher upside, and it's turn 5, so we might be able to get there. The next turn, like if we don't draw it, then, you know, whatever. We'll just wait until the following turn. We can tunic counterplay this guy. One of the poor. It's good value. Go ahead and using the boots, so they're going to go ahead and get a slither next turn. Go ahead and do a whole bunch of reacts, most likely. If I had to guess, I'll likely just block with this, I think. I don't really care about that. If they leave no witness, that would be annoying, but I'm not going to bother. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. They hit this. If it's a shred, they get rid of this, then get rid of the Aurum immediately. But I think this is probably where we want to be, block-wise. Okay. Cool. Cool. Big number. What's up, Paul? How you doing? We're having a blast with this deck. It's so fun. Oh, baby. Big blockers. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's our namesake card. It's exactly what we need. What does this do? When this hits a hero, banish the top card of their deck, then they banish a card from the graveyard. Yeah, I don't like that. No thanks. No thanks, buddy. I'll block with this. Please don't have a reaction. Okay. Woo! Now they have a bigger card to attack with. Don't like that. Don't like that. But we're gonna play this thing. Alright, blue. Nice. So we can do this. Play another Quake. So rockin' Victor. New looks tough. Yes. I believe this deck is not easy to beat. But this card has been actually insane. It's so strong. Now, ideally, I would have more gold. But I found a golden sun earlier, so I was able to use it. So not bad, not bad. Can't complain. There's another one. Might end up having to pitch this. I don't want to block with it. It's just one of the power cards. They took 10 from Thunderquake. We might have to block with it. So they slither, they plunder. Is this a card that I particularly care about? Not really. I think they give go again to it. So they do this. And give 2 here. It's probably a hiss, right? I want to play this card. If I draw blue, I can debilitate. It's really strong. They have another card that for sure is going to be a little bit better, right? So, alright, fine. I'm going to say no blocks. Okay. Okay. 2 cards. Probably going to be Tear Asunder and Cranial. Would be very strong. That would be real tough to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I give up Tunic. God. Oh, that's nuts. Hopefully they don't see the line. No! They found the line! Okay, so I'm gonna have to block the Beckoning Mistblade. Slither, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Oh my god, it's a motto too. Okay, what are the repercussions to not blocking the Cranial plus that? I can't draw a card off of the gold main actually if I get crushed, which is bad. I need my Tunic. My Tunic's pretty big. It's like a pretty important piece. So I give a card. I can give some armor, not get crushed. Okay, Macho, sure, whatever. Same difference. So I don't particularly care for Spinal. But actually, I'm not getting crushed, so it's like I can get rid of this, and then play this. Can they give go again? Yeah, we're gonna go for it. Sure. One blocking anyway, buddy. See ya later, Spinal and Choke. And then they get to play... Yeah, that's fine. Don't care about that. Leave no witnesses. Oh, wait. Fuck. I forgot about that. Oh, no. I have to take it. Fucking crazy. This is nuts. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, really? That's so crazy. What does this do? Oh no! My arsenal! Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Big dead. Alright. That was like probably one of the crazier turns I've ever seen. Like, period. And they didn't even use their own cards. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright. Concede. GG. Yeah, that matchup does not feel good. Yeah, my deck looks awesome. If they're playing it. Alright, let's see if I can find one more. Maybe a new. Kind of try that again. Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. I do think the Terror Thunder in this deck has like literally done zero, like just absolutely nothing. So, if that's the case, I might end up your deck on her hands, yeah. Might change some things real quick. Live edits. Live edits. We'll put this in the maybe board. Don't care about that maybe board. Don't want to get rid of it completely just yet. Righteous, dude. Maybe? Yeah, you kind of need the extra resource, which is kind of how it goes. Kind of play the Pablo style list, playing the Righteous as well. Kind of hedging around some other stuff. The Humble has been good, actually. I'm not, like, super upset about it. And it's a lower cost card, so it might be okay. Yeah, Terror Thunder is... That fucked me up hard. Hard. That was bad. That was really bad. So this is a big number. I love this card. I really don't want to get rid of it. But I can see a world where I get rid of this and then play second Chokeslam. Or third Chokeslam, I mean. Third Chokeslam, third Disable, and then maybe even a third Sink Below, honestly. It's not the worst. Especially against a deck like New, to where you can, like, play around some of their reacts. Okay. This should be interesting. I'm not particularly sure how to play this. Humble is probably not amazing. These are probably fine. Pummels are probably needed. Rousey Ancients are probably needed. E-Strike is probably needed. What else? This is kind of mid, actually. It's like fine. It's not anything like that crazy. I want to keep the test, I think. Let's maybe play one. Okay, and then them, I don't know if they're drawing cards or not, so I'm going to do like a pretty standard array. If they play Phantasm attacks, we can lose clashes, so we'll keep this. Yeah, we'll go with this. Yeah, not the best. Not the best. We'll pass priority like we do with most Illusionists. I guess we'll just Arsenal Debilitate. Oh no. Chanting Melody. It's pretty cool. Oh, this card is sick, actually. Equal to the ward. So this counts as ward, huh? That's interesting. That's super cool. Okay, we'll give you a thing. Wild. They don't have arcane damage. Do they? Probably not. Create a ponder token once per turn. It's pretty good. Very interesting deck. I'll turn my fan on. And these attack as weapons, so they are controlled by Enigma, so my test cards should be pretty good, right? I would imagine. Yeah, sure. Full block, very interesting. Arsenal U. Don't particularly care for the Command and Conquer. I don't have a way to actually like benefit off of that. We'll take one, play the Spinal. Oh. Yeah, that's annoying. It's probably still right to go ahead and just attack their face and get rid of this enchanting melody, because it's just a weapon constantly. Oh, that card's really good here. Let it happen. This guy's taking forever. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you got it. Diadem. See you later. Ah, okay. No tunic, so they're not getting a free thing. Okay, they are getting a free thing. That's fine. Thunderquake. If you pitch a blue card this turn, it enters the arena with a +1 counter as a ward 3. Neat. Block. Attack your face. Boom. Boom, boom. If I ever get a freaking go again card, we will attack this. Might attack it sooner, depending on what they do. Waxing Spectre. Quite a good card. That ripple away. Alright, we're killing it. Okay. Are we killing it? One more? One more attack? Or defense reaction? Gain 1 life? Sure. Does it passively get it? Nope. Oh, I guess it does, but they haven't pitched. Okay. Are you preventing the entirety of the damage with your spectral shield? Is that what's going on? Yeah. So getting another spectral shield, the one that doesn't have a counter, though. Attack me. Attack me. Yes. You did it. My savior. Meat-o burrito. I'll attack you some more. Big damage. It's like such a grindy game. It's so boring. If it was a little bit more fast-paced, I'd probably have a more fun time, but... Diadem, not playing the thing. Got it, got it. E-strike, please, thanks. Nope, okay. I could tear ass and Golden Sun, though, which would be pretty cool. Block. Okay, I've seen this card before. When an Illusionist card you control is destroyed, put a +1 counter on this. This says Phantasm. Interesting. And it has board 1 as well, so it will just like literally fucking die. Another. Oh, we're hurting. Oh, we gotta get rid of this, right? It's just like kind of necessary. Dominate. Try to get them. If we can keep clearing their auras, it doesn't feel that crazy. I'm going to fix this real quick. Then the maybe board. This is so people who actually asked for it don't have like broken stuff. I didn't think about that. Okay. Fate foreseen. Anything else? It's the first time we played Terra Sunder this game. This is pretty sick nasty. Yeah, this hand fucking sucks. It might be time to... Oh, yeah, we gotta kill that. See you later. Bye-bye, Shimmers. Unfortunate for me. I guess I can try to, like, do a pummel play to get rid of all these damn spectral shields, but... It's not getting Terra Sunder played against you. I know, it's great. It's amazing. First spectral shield costs 1 less. Okay, sure. Whatever. What's this? Okay, it's bigger. You got me. What does that do? Oh, that's gross. Alright, I need a Go Again card, please. Thank you. I would appreciate. That's not a go again card. It does draw a card. I don't hate that. God damn it. It says Ward 4. Yeah, let's crack it. Crack a leckin. What have I been playing? I've been playing my Retroid Pocket instead, but you can play it on Mii Mini. I've been playing Radical Red, the Pokemon ROM hack. It's pretty fun. It's very difficult too, like comparatively. Damn. Alright, we're only gonna get two. Get two of these shields. Keep that. Very grindy. This is so grindy. I can't do anything else, actually. Sure. RG353M playing Radical Red. Do you have a Pocket 4 Pro? I do. I do. I love it. It is very nice. The fact that you can play like GameCube games on it is super, super cool. Okay, so I played two. Blocked with two Tested Strength, blocked with, or played two Golden Sun. There's a world, I want to crack this gold to try to get like a pummel or something, or something would go again would be really nice. Oh, that works. Okay. This is fine. I'll just attack their face with this, put in the Command and Conquer. It runs GameCube almost perfectly. I haven't played any PS2 on it, but I've played like some of the higher end GameCube games like Twilight Princess. It plays Wii games too. I've been playing Project Plus, the Melee, or not Melee, the Brawl ROM hack. It's pretty nice. That's the whole reason I got it, though, is so it'll play the GameCube games. That was like my main driving force. I wanted to play like Twilight Princess and some other stuff similar to that. What is this? Great Aspectral Shield. Instant. Okay. Interesting. I really like them, but they are $200, which is kind of steep, depending on the situation that you're in. But I recommend playing, or not playing, getting one of those grips or whatever if you're gonna play it handheld more often. But I bought like this this USB-C adapter, and it does pass through the TV, and I'll use an 8-bit do controller, and I'll just like play it in the living room when I'm not, you know, traveling or doing whatever. All right, well, we found a thing that we generally want, but there's not a lot we can do with this hand. So any way we can net positive mana with this? I guess we could Command and Conquer. That's kind of the best plan. Waning Vengeance, taking 2 here. I think I just have to give a card. I think Thunderquake is probably the best one to keep for Arsenal. Well, they could attack this like Waning Vengeance card, right? Would have been better to hold. Yeah, it's super nice too. You can upscale everything, because I think all of the GameCube stuff is upscaled 2 or 3 times. I should have kept my block card for this. Whatever. If I die by 1, you know why. I think I want to play the new 2 for 6 card over Humble. I think that card is exceptionally strong. We're cleaning up all of this. We're not going to get an on hit, but we get to clean up everything, which is cool. They get 2 spectral shields out of it. No, 1 spectral shield. No, 2, because they have 2 haze bending. What does this do? What? What good did that? What? Hold on. Oh, that's ward. Oh, I see. I'm gonna pummel this. Yep. You just have to like clear off all their bullshit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to play this matchup a lot more. It's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, these pummels are pretty critical too. Pretty important, it feels like. So we'll get a discard out of them because 14 is hard to block. That's for sure. Never mind. I'm not going to get a discard, but they get to keep some of their stuff, get 2 spectral shields, and just build a machine gun. Okay, we got most of them. Not too upset with it. There's a go again. You have to take it. Yeah, it's probably really fun for fucking Enigma. God damn it. This sucks. I play 6 go again cards. So, hey, there's no shot I'm playing Zealous Belting in this deck for this crap. This is actually kind of disastrous. Guess I kill the Shimmers because they like stack out of hand. Okay, that's pretty cool. So they're spreading out the Shimmers counters, which is smart. Is what you typically want to do. I'll have to pummel. I'll go ahead and use the test of strength. Yeah, I don't want to give them a gold. Like no real benefit. How many attacks do they have? I'm like almost kind of greedy. You want to pick them because they have a bunch of zeros and crap. Let's do it. Nice. I need one of these to be a blue. That's the unfortunate part. I need to arsenal one of these so I can block with this. It's like the only realistic thing. Because I gotta blow up the shields. Again. So I'll give him a spinal for this attack. All right. Command and Conkle, your face, please. I don't have pummel, I swear. I know they have a sink below, so I know that's a dead card. Got him. What the f... All the cards look the same. I don't like that. I don't like that they all just have the same art, basically. It's so frustrating. Got another one? God dang it. Gonna get way more shields. Keep machine gunning me. I'm gonna keep having to try to shield control them. Their shimmers keep stacking. Hey, we got cards. Nice. Okay, let's plan out our course of action so we can go Rouse the Ancients, revealing these two. We can go E-Strike, Pop, do that. We're not going to. If we gold main, we can't do it all if we go main, but we're going to take this. They have to use their card if they want to burn me some more. Yeah. Always have to check the card stacks. Yeah, I mean, like, you're telling me this and this and this doesn't look the freaking same? Like, it's basically the same. They're all the same colors and everything. All right, please. Please. Get your shields out of here, bro. I'm so sick of your shields. True Illusionist, all the cards blend together. Yeah, fair. They all look the freaking same. These don't have ward. So it's interesting. I don't necessarily have to like focus these if they decide that they want to try to like conserve their shield situation. But they do just get to make shields off of their ability. I think there might be a situation like because of the inner chi. Yeah, they're not in there. Okay, I'm gonna keep like attacking your face. Because we have to blow up those shields. Like, it's just mandatory at this point. Okay. So these can attack. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about taking additional damage. Okay. I just feel like I can't attack their stuff because they just rebuild so quickly. So I'm just going to keep going face, I guess. Like, 2 haze bending is such a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did not mean to do that. We know that for a fact. Alright, coming in for 3. I can gold main estate next turn. Make another gold. Is that useful? Probably. Let's block. Sure. Make these BS cards that they use. I have another Metamorph. That card's annoying. That card's also pretty annoying. I guess I can block and be fine. Just conserve a little bit of life total because we have the tunic up. I got some pretty big value out of this gold this game. Yeah, gold main estate is so good. It's so good. God, I love this card. Yeah, I'm basically going for fatigue at this point. It's just like, it's very difficult to... It's very difficult to, like, get them off of their weapons. Because if I kill this, then they'll get 2 more, and then it'll kind of like compound again, which is not cool. I mean, the fact that they're playing their attacks now, it, like, tells me a lot, right? And they're probably going to enter chi. They can play the other card. Enchanting Melody. That'd be a card. But that doesn't trigger the haze bendings. Non-token aura. An illusionist non-token aura. That's specific. What are you doing? The matchup is not that fun, but I feel like we have a chance here because they don't have any shields. They can't attack with these is the big thing. Like they just literally can't attack with them, so I'm just kind of leaving them there and focusing on clearing their shields. Pummel is like super key. Like if I didn't have the pummels here, I would be just getting turbo dicked. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, you have Phantasm, though. I don't care about you. You have ward, you make things. Yikers. Alright, whatever. We gotta keep doing our thing. We're committed at this point. It has Phantasm. It is kind of reminiscent of that. It's not like that crazy, though. Okay, so they're getting 2 spectral shields here. Drop in the ocean. Target attack gets -1. Wait. Does that transcend them? Okay, loads of bullshit. Now we can heave the Thunderquake. What's this do? Drop 3. Ah. Combo time. What is happening? Do you have instant speed crap? Like, what is going on? I guess that, yeah, sure. Heave. Oh no. It's all blue bullshit. Block. 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 Okay, I'll take that one. Oh no. We're dead. Unfortunate. Alright. I'm gonna concede this. I think there's a way you can play it a little bit cleaner than what I did. There's also, like, obviously some deck choices that need to be adjusted that can be universal for that and other stuff. But I'm pretty impressed with this new card. This new card is, like, actually kind of bonkers. Alright, I'm gonna fix the matchups real quick. Make sure. Okay, yeah, they're already fixed. So you guys can just do it, do whatever. Odd looking Kadachis. Kadachis that swing for 2 as well. Alright, that's gonna be it. It's been a longer stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Got some good value out of Victor. The new card is real. It's real good. Alright. Well, I am gonna head out unless I see another message in the next 10 seconds. What did you get for a state? What do you mean, what did I get for a state? Oh, what did I cut? Oh, I cut some number of Terra Sunder and a Wallop. So I think it was like 3 and 3 or something along those lines. Maybe some like boulder drops or whatever, but it's just a 1 and a 2. I actually think you should cut this card entirely, right? But just because like new is so crazy and this being a 1 of it like isn't that important, and this card is like actually just good enough by itself. So cutting this, you probably don't need the Wallop. I was considering going like cut these 3 and then play the 3 Righteous Cleansing like Pablo did, because they're better against new just by not being blues, and then they're better for your ratios when you're playing against Brute. So not opposed to it. But yeah, this is it. I've been playing this Humble. I think there's also some merit to playing the new card. Crap, what was it called? Where is it? The weakest link. Weakest link. So, like, this card's actually not bad. I really like it. Or I like the idea of it, right? Because you played against, like... I mean, you played against a lot of different things, honestly. Like, Prism, Illusionist. It's just really good against Illusionist, and it's good against KO, too. Right? Because they play all those no-block ones. Just Brute. Brute in general. I think it's fine. I'm going to put it in maybe board for now. I also had this in the maybe board. This card is just like not where I want to be. But yeah, this could be like a 1-to-1 swap. I'd be pretty happy with that. I don't know if Rampart's needed. It's probably not. So that's one more sideboard tech. But anyway, again, appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.